Check. Check. Ah. Well, we have the chapel. This is what this room is called. We have the chapel set up differently this time because my lovely ex-wife Melinda was able to get 40 people in the room a couple weeks ago for a show, and I thought, I always stopped taking RSVPs at 35. So I just left it the way she had it. Anyway, so that includes having 3 people per pew. Now, I guess not everybody is here yet. Yeah. Anyway, I guess we'll get by regardless of.
Yeah, no dancing.
I know, it's me. It's me that's the problem right now, right? So this is the First Friday show, and First Friday, always in January. My friend
25
James.
years?
25 years. Wow.
Since we had hair.
Yeah, we did have hair back then.
Yeah, we got over it though.
Anyway, so you are going to love this guy. How many of you have not seen James Lee Stanley? Oh, well.
Wow.
Well, you're in for a real treat.
I used to have lots more people coming to see me, but they're mostly dead.
Get ready for James Lee Stanley.
Thank you. Thank you. I had planned a different show, but then with all the rain, I thought I should perhaps do some rain songs. So this one was actually inspired by the rain here in Los Angeles. Anything but free tonight. Traffic is backed up for miles. Any place else, this would simply be rain. LA, it's just not their style. It's a total disaster, and you hear it on the news while this wind-up city runs down. Business as usual. LA is a fair weather town. LA is a fair weather town, fair weather town. LA is a fair weather town. What have you done lately? Can I put you on hold? This is for your ears alone. I love what you're doing. Wish I could help. Leave me your fax and your phone. I'll call you tomorrow. Your check's in the mail. It's that wind-up city run around. Well, you consider business as usual. LA's a fair weather town. LA's a fair weather town, fair weather town. LA's a fair weather town. Fair weather friends come again when the sun shines down. Fair weather friends of the crime. DA will go no further. American justice down on its knees. LA, you get away with murder. It's the law of the jungle, and the fever runs high while this wind-up city runs down. When you consider business as usual, LA's a fair weather town. LA's a fair weather town, fair weather town. LA's a fair weather town. Thank you, thank you. We got a new kitten, and the kitten tried to kill me. And I tripped on, I was trying to save the kitten, and I fell and smashed my hip and my elbow, and I'm still in some discomfort. So I thought I would sit in a chair this evening. And Severin graciously offered me this thing, but I got to show you this chair. It's not like a normal chair, because it has this thing here. It has this big thing that comes up. Yeah, really. And as I was singing, I could feel my testicles ascending, you know, as opposed to descending. Really. But it's given me a little bit more range at the top, so I.
Next song could be Lift Me Up.
This is called Stop This Rain, spelled R-E-I-G-N. Yeah, I wrote it during the first reign of the Orange Turd, but ooh, sorry, was that my outside voice? I beg your pardon. I promised my wife no politics tonight, so she's here. Reading the news, none of it good. My friends all say, cheer up, if only I could. Everybody's got trouble, I shouldn't complain. But it seems nothing's going to ever stop this rain. I'm watching more TV, all of it bad. What passes for laughs these days just make me sad. Maybe I think too much, I should refrain. But it seems nothing's going to ever stop this rain. Nothing's gonna ever stop this rain. Nothing's gonna ever be the same. Nothing's gonna ever stop this rain. Nothing's gonna ever be the same. Oh, nothing's gonna ever stop this rain. Nothing's gonna ever be the same. Nothing's gonna ever be the same. Do I go one more round in spite of it all, or throw in the towel, just take the fall? It's a bad situation, and I must admit, I can't complain when nothing's going to ever stop this rain. Nothing's going to ever stop this rain. Nothing's going to ever stop this rain. Boy, haven't done that song since 2016. I've been stalling. I thought you'd never get here. Well, you know, when you're 80, you got to do things on time because you don't know how much time you've actually got, you know. So I've been, seeing how this is my 80th year, I decided that I was going to do concerts all this year, and they were all going to be my birthday party. So every single concert this year is for me, part of my 80th birthday celebration. My birthday is actually April the 30th. Last day of April, but I'm starting now, and I'm just going to party right through to the end. But it's funny as you mature, you begin to reflect on your youth, you know. And I hardly ever write any songs like I used to write songs about nothing but women and my efforts to get near them, but. But then when the Supreme Court decided to stop counting the votes and simply appoint George Bush president, I recall becoming sincerely pissed, you know, and I've managed to maintain that for the last 25 years. And so I wrote a whole lot of political songs, but now I'm starting to write songs that are full of reflection and you know, memories. And I've got a brand new one I'd like to try for you, but I have to get rid of this chair because it's really... You know, either I have a kidney condition or my pants are buttoned in my vest. Something's wrong here. No, I'll just.
Lower it about 4 inches. No, it's the hump. It's the hump.
See,
Oh my God!
Still has a hump.
Who gave that to you?
Severn, he hates me.
Oh my God!
Well, of course. We'll do this. Oh, you know what a bony ass I've got, right? Have you seen this?
What about the bench?
You know what? I'll just stand. It's not that long. It's not a big deal. But thank you very much, Ed. That's the lovely Ed on furniture. So there's a brand new one. Actually, you know this. I sent you I sent you this song, I think. It's called The Pirates of July. Always open, no door had a lock. Always running, we never could just walk. Daddy told us, be quiet and be still. Though we tried, he knew we never will. Watching as the clock ticks, the last day of the year. The bell rings, school is over, summer's finally here. Me and Skipper, we're heading for the creek. Skinny dipping, the girls would sneak a peek. While the world turns around, maybe it's why the world turns round. Summer days forever, firecrackers, fireflies. Nights we lie there, stare at summer skies, counting stars while the old man in the moon sailed across our eyes a shiny gold doubloon. maps of buried treasure, the pirates of July, racing bikes down White Horse Road, never wondering why. The old man in his garden, he watched us with a grin. He knew where we were going, he knew where we had been. While the world turns around, maybe it's why the world turns around. August 11, our skin all summer brown. Fever days go faster, September rolls around. Only one more weekend, summer ends too soon. Goodbye buried treasure, hello harvest moon. While the world turns around, maybe it's why the world turns around. Yeah, why the world turns around, maybe it's why the world turns round.
Yep.
Thank you. When I wrote that song, I thought, because I grew up in the 50s, and back in the 50s, every single rock and roll song that existed, well, had 4 chords. They did, it was... So that's what I actually used. Da-da-da-da, That's what I used for the song, but I slowed it way down, because I thought it would add to the nostalgic feeling of the tune. But did it? Did it? Well, that's nice. Good. Because that was certainly the plan. So, and years ago, I mean decades ago, actually, where I met Severin was a little joint in Glendale called The Hole. It was a little tiny, ratty building, and it was too small for a stage, so they knocked a hole in the wall, and the stage was outside of the building. And the audience sat in, just imagine that, yeah. So, and that's where I met Severin, and that's where I met my second wife. Not my favorite of the bunch, but not a bad one, you know. And I remember, then I got a recording contract with RCA, and I started going out on the road, and back then Motel 6 was actually $6. That's why it was called Motel 6. But to call home was about $18. So I was on the road about 3 months, and I realized that I hadn't called home. And I know a lot about women, so I knew she'd be upset, and so I was going to call her, I swear. And then I thought, no, I'm going to write her a song, a tribute to, our commitment to each other, our bond, our love. So I wrote this beautiful song called Plenty of Reason for Going, But You Stay. It seems a pity she never got to hear it. Yeah, I came home from the road, and there was a note on the door. It was actually on a piece of leather. It was burned into a piece of leather, and it said, I've gone off with the owner of the Dead Cow, who was a leather shop in Santa Cruz, and it's over. And I thought, boy, I felt so silly. I'm standing on the porch with a song called Plenty of Reason for Going, But You Stay, but she left. It was like another stellar example of God's infinite sarcasm. So I went down to LA, and I recorded my next album, Three's the Charm, my third album. And RCA chose this as the single. So this was going to go out all over America, and they thought it was going to be a hit, and I thought it was going to be a hit. And I remember that I had this image, of her somewhere, like, in her office or at home or with that leather freak bound and gagged somewhere. And a radio would be playing, and my song would come on, and she'd hear the song, and she'd recognize my voice, and she'd hear the words, and she'd, she would get all verklempt, and tears would fill her eyes and spill down her cheeks and soak into the gag. It's an image that sustained me during my bitter years. So here's the tune. What you're doing here, I don't know why you stay. I don't know how we ended up this way. It seems I always show up late, forget your birthday too. Valentine's a little overdue. And you got plenty of reason for going, plenty of reason for going, plenty of reason, but you stay. Sometimes when you talk to me, I don't hear all you say, and then I don't quite answer right away. And then when I forget to write or forget to call, don't seem like I really care at all. And you got plenty of reason for going, yeah. Plenty of reason for going, plenty of reason, but you stay. You stay anyway. I wouldn't be at all surprised if you left today. Nothing that I could really say. But I just can't get along if I'm all alone. House needs more than me to make it home. And you got plenty of reason for going, plenty of reason for going, plenty of reason, but you stay. Oh, you stay anyway. Thank you. Thanks. You hear that, right? Yeah. it was one of those acid flashbacks you read about in Newsweek. I remember when we first met, something about you so true. You had my heart right from the start. Tell me, what else could I do? So crazy over you. We got to talking all night long. We talked till the sun shone through. I'd never known I was so all alone. Somehow you knew. So crazy over you. I wonder why there's some of us connect so fast, while others in a lifetime never do. I only know you got inside me, doesn't matter why, it only matters who. Wonder why there's some of us connect so fast, while others in a lifetime never do. I only know you got inside me, doesn't matter why, it only matters who. Maybe someday, if things work out, I'll hear you at my back door. I won't ask why you said goodbye. I know just what I'll do. Crazy over you. Crazy over you. Hey, I was so all alone, never known till I met you. Hey, crazy over you. Hey. Thank you very much. Now, stop me if you've heard this, but my mother was clairvoyant. She was a remarkable mother. Maybe all good mothers are clairvoyant, but I know mine was, because I never got away with anything, ever. You know, she busted me every time for everything. I remember my father put me on restriction one time. It was because I chopped up and burned the lawn furniture, but that's another story. In any event, my father put me in my room. It was a Saturday morning, and he opens the door and he goes, "I don't want this door opened till we get back." He slams the door, you know. And they went off to, we were living in Paoli, Pennsylvania then, and they went off to Bucks County, Pennsylvania, which was about 2.5, 3 hours away, where there was a famous ice cream store. So he took my sisters and my mom up there for ice cream, and I had to stay in my room by myself because I chopped up and burned the lawn furniture. So I was sitting there in my room, you know, feeling pretty bad, thinking, wow, 10 years old and life already sucks, you know, it didn't. But then I realized that what my father actually said was, "I don't want this door open until I get back." Well, I looked at the window, and And I realized he hadn't even mentioned the window, you know. So I thought, well, what the hell? And I went out the window in my PF Flyers and my bathing suit. I decided I would go swimming in this little swimming hole that I built called Lake Stanley. And so I rode my bicycle out White Horse Road, way out into the wilderness to Lake Stanley, and I went swimming. And then I realized as I was swimming that my mom, the clairvoyant one, would know somehow or another, you know. So I thought, I've got to be really resourceful here. I've got to be really clever. I got to figure out, because for one thing, if I come home with a wet bathing suit, it's a dead giveaway, you know. And we didn't have dryers then. We just had God and wind. That was it for drying clothes. And so I thought, what can I do? And then I remembered on the back of my bicycle was a little leather bag. In that bag, hanging off the back seat, was a monofilament line, hooks, sinkers, you know, bobbers, and matches and a knife. Everything you would need to survive in the wilderness of Paoli. And I thought, you know what? I know what I can do. So here's what I did. I took the knife, I went out, I cut some green saplings, got the monofilament line, made them like a little teepee affair, you see? And then I set that aside, and I went and got some dry wood, and I built a little fire. And then I placed the teepee over the fire, and I put the bathing suit on top of the teepee, feeling enormously clever, because you know, I thought this will dry the bathing suit, and that'll be that, you know? And so I went back to swimming, and I got to tell you, when you're sneaking away and swimming in your swimming hole, getting away with something, it feels great. But when you're naked and doing it, it's fantastic, you know? I just thought, oh, I'm so clever. What a clever boy I am. Wow, you know, and I'm swimming. I'm having the time of my life. Lake Stanley, you know? And I look up to see how the bathing suit's going. I look for the teepee, and no teepee. And I thought, what? What? I thought, maybe my friends, no friends around, just me. So I swam to shore, and I ran up there, and I discovered that that I hadn't thought this through. Because the fire made the monofilament line pliant, at which point the teepee collapsed into the fire and burned up, along with my bathing suit. So this is the God's truth. I was now 5 miles from home and naked. Yeah. And I mean, I was only 10 years old, so you know, how do I say this? So, I can say it. I was 10 years old and naked, and nothing of consequence had descended. You know what I mean? So I wasn't out there that much, but I was out enough to where you know, I would have to carry a card for the rest of my life and not go near grade schools. You know. So I thought, what the hell? I got on the bike, I started pedaling home, and every time a car came by, I just rode right off into the bushes and hid, you know. And I made it all the way home, being naked, and never got caught, you know. And I thought, this is fantastic. Although the next day, my parents were bewildered as to how I got such a dreadful case of poison ivy on my willy, you know. But then my mom came in and she said, where's your bathing suit? Just like that, you know? She got me. So anyhow, this is a tune I wrote for her after she passed. And my dad too, so this is for the both of them. This is called Let the Tree Fall. It was a season of transition. It was a season of true loss, and the eternal contradiction between the spring and winter's frost. It was the time before renewal. You can't remember what it's worth. There was denial and refusal, and finally rebirth. Let the tree fall, let the river flow. And when the time comes, you change the things you've got the strength to, accept whatever you cannot, and then you pray to know the difference, and you give it all you got. And when the wheel has come full circle around these days and nights sublime, then it would serve us to remember all things must come and go in time. So let the tree fall, let the river flow, and when the time comes, let the tree fall, let the river flow, and when the time comes, when the time comes, when the time comes, you just must let go. You cannot stop a raging river or the tides that ebb and flow. But if you reach down deep inside your heart, you'll find the strength to just let go. And let the tree fall. It wasn't just the things she taught me, it was the way her life was lived. It was the sacred joy she carried into everything she did. And I remember what she told me about these seasons that we live. She said that love, that's all that matters, and in the end you must forgive. And let the tree fall, let the river flow, and when the time comes, let the tree fall, let the river flow, and when the time comes, when the time comes, when the time comes, you just must let go. If the sun shone all the time, midnight never came, the clouds all blew away, and we never faced the rain, would we miss the dark, celebrate our dawns, would we miss the pain? All the pain was gone, what would we call the sound of the gentle morning dove? And would we know of joy without the loss of love? As the flickering candle burns, does the mystery remain? Seasons didn't turn, would the rose still mean the same? What would be the reason then, if we never had to cry, for passion to exist, if we never had to die? So come lay with me, my love, I will hold you near, what we have in this fleeting moment here. Perhaps the greatest gift of all, from our laughter to our tears, is the impending loss we all face in this fleeting moment here. So come lay with me, my love, I will hold you near, and we'll cherish what we have in this fleeting moment here. So come lay with me, my love, I will hold you near, and we'll cherish what we have in this fleeting moment here. Yes, we'll cherish what we have in this fleeting moment here. Thank you. Now we're going to the political side of the show. Yeah, I know I started my own indivisible group in, as a matter of fact, I've got a pamphlet right here. Oh, it's gone. There it is. You can start your own indivisible group if you'd like the Constitution to remain in effect in America. It's called the Indivisible Group. You can go on the internet and there are thousands of chapters around America. We're the ones that put together the No Kings rallies. Anyhow, there's a. Yeah, because we do have a constitution, and it's the law of the land, the supreme law of the land, and no one is above it. In case somebody forgot. Heading down a dark road, there's no telling where we go. Something in those shadows doesn't seem right to me. Heading down a dark road, dividing lines, they're all I see. One side or the other lies between you and me. Taking a look around, can't believe what I think I see. Taking a look around, is this the best that we can be? Heading down a dark road, need a spark to light the way. No sense of direction, still we spend another day. Heading down a dark road, seems we got a lot to lose. Coming to a crossroad, which way will we choose? Taking a look around, can't believe what I think I see. Taking a look around, is this the best that we can be? Is this the best we can be? Everybody knows we're gonna reap. We're gonna reap. We're bound to reap what he sown. We're gonna reap what he sown. Taking a look around, can't believe what I think I see. Taking a look around, is this the best that we can be? Taking a look around, can't believe what I think I see. Taking a look around, is this the best that we can be? Is this the best we can be? Is this the best we can be? Thank you. So I have a sing-along. It's a tune inspired by me, actually. For the past 20 years on Facebook, I've been raging against the machine, and every time I see something that's remarkably stupid and completely lacking in wisdom or perspicacity, I write about it, and then I say, "Wake the flock up," and I kept thinking someone should write a song called "Wake the Flock Up," and then one day I got down to the stems and seeds, and I had this burst of clarity, and I realized I was a songwriter, so I wrote it. So, and your part goes, "Wake the flock up, okay? Wake the flock up, okay." And what's really fun is when you're all singing "Wake the Flock Up" at the top of your lungs, it doesn't sound like "Wake the Flock Up." And I sent the record to radio stations who were supremely indifferent to my efforts, but this one DJ called up and he said, "You know, James, that first song, Wake the Flock Up, that could be misconstrued. It actually sounds like something else." And I went, "Really?" Chained to the TV, chained to the phone. Everyone's connected, everyone's alone. Misinformation, they're spinning the news. Helplessly watching, must be something we can do. Hey, there's wolves in the hen house, the brood is in need, please. Wake the flock up, wake the flock up. Wake the flock up, wake the flock up. Wake the flock up, wake the flock up. Wake up, wake up. Done in broad daylight, no sense of shame. Say it's their nature, accepting no blame. Time, it isn't waiting, and neither should we. It's just who they are, and it's easy to see. In a fight for your life, there aren't any rules, fools. Wake the flock up, wake the flock up. Wake the flock up, wake the flock up. Wake the flock up, wake the flock up. Wake up, wake up. Kill with no conscience, rebels without a clue. Now they've tasted blood, they're coming for you. Me and you, me and you, me and you. Wake the flock up, wake the flock up. Wake the flock up, wake the flock up. fuck up, wake the fuck up, wake the fuck up, wake the fuck up on the road. Wake the fuck up, wake the fuck up, wake up, wake up. Some say nothing's bad or good till thinking makes it so. Some believe in heaven, some say they just don't know. I keep my own counsel most of the time. Maybe you should do the same. Cursing me or blessing me, you do it in his name. In his name, and you know what he would do. You do it in his name as if you really knew. You do it in his name. You know not what you do. People have opinions. People have beliefs. Some come for the comfort, some for the relief. Some borrow what they cannot steal, some do it for the gain. Some fake it when they cannot feel, some do it in his name. Oh, they do it in his name and they know what he will do. They do it in his name as if they really knew. They do it in his name. And beads of rosary, golden wheels of prayer, crosses with the Star of David, crescents in the air. Yes, they're symbols of the faithful. The truth is theirs alone. Superstition, sacred cows roll away the stone. They do it in his name. They know not what they do. They do it in his name. Embrace whatever comforts you. I will do the same. What good is pointing fingers? What good is painting blame? Hey, why judge anybody? Can't we just let each other be? You know what? I'll let you in my heaven, and you can do the same for me. Yes, I'll let you in my heaven, you can do the same for me. Hey, I'll let you in my heaven, you can do the same for me. Yes, we'll do it in his name, who knows what he might do. We'll do it in his name, I think it's up to me and you. Yes, we'll do it in his name. Thank you. I'm going to do one more song for you all, and then I'm going to welcome monks too. I want to come out there, I want to shake every eye, look in every hand, and say, thank you for coming out here this evening and sharing with Severin and I a portion of your ever-shortening lives. Because if you think about it, the gift of time, it's the most precious thing that you can give anyone. You know, it really is. And the fact that you chose to give some of your time to us is beautiful. It's humbling. It's a privilege. It's an honor, and it's truly humbling. And so I just want to say thank you and direct you to the CD table where I will be shamelessly pandering my wares. Yes, you can actually take me home disease-free, right up there from that tape. So, in any event, oh, also, I'm doing a full concert on January 31st at the Boulevard Music in Culver City. If you feel like it, if you could come and perhaps bring 500 of your closest friends, it would be just grand. It'll be the second of the 80th birthday celebrations. So one more tune, my encore. I know the way it's supposed to work, but I played here before, so I'll just do the encore now. So this is a tune called, it's called When Love Comes Knockin', and your part is really easy. And I expect harmonies because you're a goodly bunch. It goes, when love comes knocking around, when love comes knocking around, you better be there rocking. When love comes knocking, when love comes knocking around. Okay? That's the tune. I know you can do it. When love comes knocking around, when love comes knocking around, you better be there rocking. When love comes knocking, when love comes knocking around. When love comes knocking around, when love comes knocking around, you better be there rocking. When love comes a-knocking, when love comes knocking around. Like a child at a wishing well, you've been wishing with all your might for a charm that can break the spell that's been keeping your heart locked up so tight. When love comes knocking around, you better be there rocking. When love comes a-knocking, when love comes knocking around. Now who can say what life holds in store? That's a secret that no one knows. But the joy we're created for is the key that can open any door. When love comes knocking around, when love comes knocking around, you better be there rocking. When love comes a-knocking, when love comes knocking around. Yeah, let's do it again. Now it's time to begin again. Close your eyes, count to 10. Kick the can on the oxen free. Be as ready you can be. When love comes knocking around, when love comes knocking around, you better be there rocking. When love comes a-knocking, when love comes knocking, keep it up. When love comes, love comes around. When love around. When love comes knocking around, you better be there rocking. When love comes a knocking, when love comes. Last time, full voice. You better be there rocking. You better be there. No, don't you be out walking around, around, round and around and around. When love comes knocking around. Thank you. And don't forget, after 7, there's a song circle.
About that being an encore.
No, no, it's
One more, please.
okay. Do you want to sing along again, or do you want? Okay, this is a simple one. It's called "Live It Up Now." You can live it down later. Okay. Oh, you're part. Oh, actually, you're probably like this. I'll go. Live it up now. That's it. Okay. So you got it already. Really, you guys are bad for white people. I gotta tell you. Live it up now. Live it up now. Live it up now. Again. Live it up now. Live it up. Yeah, yeah. Live it up now. Live it. Yeah. Live it up now. When you can live it down later. Everybody's got a word or two to say to you. Everybody knows exactly what is best for you. So let the boss man break. It don't matter what they say. They're gonna come around someday, sooner or later. Live it up now, live it up, yeah, yeah, live it up now, live it up, oh, live it up now, and you can live it down later. You gotta do the whole chorus now. Live it up, yeah, live it up, live it up now, and you can live it down later. It's a given that these days we get, they're numbered still. It's up to us to take them and celebrate them how we will, and how we will. 'Cause when that big night falls, it don't matter then at all. So go and have yourself a ball, have a ball. The sooner the better. Live it up now, hey, 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 live it up now, and you can live it down later. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Live it up, live it up, you live it down later. Let that preacher preach salvation in the fires of hell. Let that politician spew his lies. Let him tweet, let him yell. 'Cause time will tell, and everybody knows. He's gonna reap just what he sowed. There's a theme here. Any fuse is bound to blow sooner or later. Live it up now, live it, yeah, yeah, live it up now, hey, 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 you can live it up now, and you can live it down later. Last time, kids, top of your lungs. Yeah, 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 hey, hey, it up now, and you can live it down there. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm proud. That's an evil chair. That's an evil chair. So we're going to change. Seven's going back up with some other. You got some band with you, right, Seven? Yeah, it's going to be terrific.
Yeah.
And the doors are locked, so we're out.
For those of you that are interested, we are going to do a little bit of a sound check. So what are we going to do the sound check on? So what do you need, Ed? The what? The Fishman down. I would think the one on the right, the master. Okay. We would play our music by candlelight. When that burned down, we'd use the moon. I'd crow up the sun, you'd blow your saxophone. The kingdom come. We're just sound checking. And that was enough for us. From here I see how much that was. Now that the world's got in my eyes. Okay. I got the thumbs up from Ed, so we're okay.
All right.
We're gonna start the set in a few minutes. Whenever anybody wants to come in.
What? Okay.
You heard what? Good. We were basically playing for Ed. What?
I love that.
I can't hear you.
But you're what?
More bass for Matt. Well, you're not gonna really like what I heard. I didn't quite hear what you had said. Bubbly. Yeah, I haven't seen Spinal Tap in many years, so but Spinal Tap has made its way into our conscious because he wanted me to turn my amplifier so low. I thought, no, I want to play at 11. That's what he said, right? Gotta rewrite the numbers. No, it's not a new guitar, but it's new to the First Friday show. Because this guitar, my girlfriend years ago and I went to go see Brad Kohlrick, and he was having a raffle at Wine and Song. And he said, this wonderful guitar is, you just got to buy raffle tickets. And so I bought 2 of them. I don't even remember what I paid. Maybe $5 for each ticket. Lori won. And she owed me so much money before she left that she left me the guitar.
Smart girl.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. But you know what? And also it did not have a pickup in it. And so just 2 weeks ago, I called my friend Jimmy Yamagishi. Y'all know him, right? I called my old friend Jimmy Yamagishi to give me a pickup, and he put one in. It took him 20 minutes. 20 minutes to put a pickup in here, and I think it sounds pretty good. What do you think? Yeah. So people will say, what kind of pickup do you have? And I say, well, it's a Yamagishi special.
Very pretty. It's very pretty. I like it.
Yeah, it's got a lot of nice
I like the. It's blingy.
bling.
It's very pretty.
To who? Oh yeah, Jody. Right, it's January 2nd. I know 3 people with this birthday.
And Tree's birthday.
Jody who cut my hair. I do have hair. So it's also Ed Tree's birthday today. Y'all know Ed Tree. And the third one you don't know, so I'm not going to mention him. Okay, well, many of you know that I was married to Melinda for a while. Her son Holland, it's his birthday. Yeah, let's hear it for Holland. Holland actually produced one of the tracks from one of my records. Yeah, The Other Man.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's why that track sounds so much different than the rest of the album. It's actually much better. No, I shouldn't say that.
And we almost didn't know that it was his birthday.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I'm sure it's somebody else's birthday. Oh, is anybody here having a birthday?
My brother Rick. See?
Your brother Rick is today? 78. I know Rick.
Wow. You see? Anyone else?
His birthday is when?
We're up to
Happy birthday. We're up to 5. Very nice. Very nice. And it's my unbirthday. It's your unbirthday too? Yeah, well, we were all kids then, and we all watched that, didn't we? So I'm going to start start my set. By the way, wasn't James Lee wonderful? He is just such a perfect guy to play every January. So.
Start us off right.
Yeah, exactly right. Start off the year right. It's been a funny year, hasn't it? Okay. I was thinking that same thing. So many of you know that I'm in a group called the Tall Men Group, and we have since 2012 we have gotten together every month and given each other a challenge to write a song. So many of us, and taking November and December off, many of us, all of us have written 10 songs a year, at least. So this, I think, came from that first year. Was it the second year? I'm not sure. Anyway. You know, this is who I am. Come on, I'm just... I was married to Melinda at the time, and I had written a song. The common challenge was to write a song about an article of clothing. Now, is that a cool prompt or what? And so I had written this thing, and I played it for Melinda the day before it was due, and she said, Severin, you know, that's really not nearly as good as the rest of your stuff. And so I thought, oh God, okay, well, I can't do that then. And so this was a little thing that I had started a couple weeks before, you know, in order to get to that topic. So this is called Dancing Shoes. It's a dirty job, but someone's gotta do it. Cleaning up the corpses hanging from my closet, and all those bulky boxes lined up in the attic. I know you're up there, so hand me down my dancing shoes. I feel the rhythm, got to move my feet. There's no time for singing the blues. Hand me down my dancing shoes. When the world was younger and our bodies limber, do you still... Shit. It's been a long time. When the world was younger and our bodies limber, do you still remember dancing close together? Don't know why it ended, maybe we got older. Let's relive right now. Oh, hand me down my dancing shoes. I feel the rhythm, got to move my feet. There's no time for singing the blues. Hand me down my dancing shoes. Your knees are problematic, so come down from the attic and give your old guy a spin. Tell me that you love me, come on baby, love me again. And then hand me down my dancing shoes. I feel the rhythm, got to move my feet. There's no time for singing the blues. Hand me down my dancing shoes. Oh, hand me down my dancing shoes. Oh, hand me down my dancing shoes. Well, I guess I should take that out and play it now and then, huh?
Never mind.
What are we doing?
Nothing?
No, that was not it.
No.
No.
Oh, you moved that. I don't remember for the sound check. Are they, do you have other stuff before it?
There you go. There it is. There it is. Ah. Yeah. Yeah, nice of you all to come tonight. This is a song that I wrote for my grandfather. Now, not the grandfather who wrote this, who who built this house. My father's father built this house. My mother's father was the Norwegian grandfather that I was named after. Anyway. This is my story of him coming to the U.S. From the ship we waved goodbye to our Norwegian home. Like our Viking fathers had so many Minnesota bound, where I for one fell to my knees to kiss that sacred ground. And there were many others there from the old homeland who gave a job or lent a hand to this Norwegian man. And in good time I found a girl of strong Norwegian bone, unafraid to work all day for our new frontier home. Now Margaret, my Juliet, as our two hearts unfold, we'll work the land as best we can until we get to old on our new frontier home. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's, and you know, Barrett Tagliarino usually plays guitar for us, but he's got pneumonia.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, it's just not
Prayer
fair.
for Barrett.
But your guitar sounds great.
The guitar sounds good?
Sounds really sweet. It's a whole other sound.
Cool. Yeah, it plays a little easier than that Gibson and whatever. The Gibson only had 12 frets. This has 14.
Said that.
I think you're right.
James Lee, did you say that?
James Lee Stanley. Yes, indeed. Yeah. I've known James so long. Did you do the story about Stephen?
I know they forgot the story. I forgot to do his song.
He used to tell this story about Steve the Bastard. You know, Steve the Bastard who you know, had an affair with his girlfriend and.
No, it wasn't my girlfriend. It was my wife.
Oh.
She was his first experience.
You both gave her up.
Okay, well, there you go.
Wow. Harsh.
And he sends you a.
What was that? Your second wife?
First wife.
What? First wife?
First wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Lee's favorite one in the bunch.
Well, the second was, I thought.
Yeah, right. Good thinking. Okay. It's my show. I'll talk as long as I want. We would play our music by candlelight. When that burned down, we'd use the moon. I'd crow up the sun, you'd blow your saxophone. Thank you so much. And here's one that James Lee Stanley and I wrote together with a couple of other people.
You want to come up and sing some harmonies?
There you go. You can come right up this way.
Okay.
So we were all teaching at Summer Songs on the East Coast, and that's where this song came out.
Please.
I've heard it said the earth looks peaceful when it's seen from outer space. Such a pretty place for you and me. How do we hear the wisdom of the crickets in the night, singing out of sight from way down here, where there's only right or wrong? Why can't we just try to get along? I've heard it said, there's 100 billion galaxies of light, lighting up the night for you and me. We could be just as peaceful as the earth from outer space, living in a place of harmony. Harmony could be such a joyful sound, but why do we just put each other down? Just consider that there is no wrong or right, and consider that there is no black or white. There are always shades of gray to help us find our way to the light, to the light, to the light. I've heard it said, every culture has a history in stone, dances of their own they like to do. Wouldn't you like to be accepted just the way you are? Is that really so hard to see? Couldn't we find a way to understand? Blow away that line in the sand. Just consider that there is no wrong or right, and consider that there is no black or white. There are always shades of gray to help us find our way to the light, 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 to the light. I've heard it said, the earth looks peaceful when it's seen from outer space. Such a pretty place for you and me.
Severn and Freebo wrote almost all that song. I made like.
Yeah, that was written by James Lee Stanley and Freebo and David Roth and me.
That was so great. I got chills. That was
Those are really cool harmonies, James.
that was great.
Okay. So Vanna, you gonna do
Oh.
your thing here?
She forgot. She got so excited.
My day job, so.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
Oh God.
That was great. That was fun.
Thank you so much, James. Okay. 50 years.
50 years. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Wow, you're really old.
Yeah.
No.
That's my
Someone
father,
had
right?
to say
Yeah.
that, right? So much.
So here's a song about a character that used to live here. With a name like Sugar Ray, he had to be a fighter. So when he sidled up beside her, she got lost in his attitude. He's really quite a charmer, more than just flirtatious, a little ostentatious. He's a man. Well, she just reached down to pet him, 'cause he was rubbing up against her. An innocent and loving thing to do. Then wham, there's that wicked right paw. Bam, she's got a bloody hand. And that's my psycho kitty, Sugar Ray. Now we've all heard the saying, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Well, this cat never agreed to abide by such a rule. So when he's feeling frisky and I put his dinner bowl down, I got to rock and roll or else I'm dead. My brother's an animal lover, so I warned him about sugar. He just scoffed and pet him anyway. Then wham, there's that wicked right paw. Damn, he's got a bloody hand. That's my kitty, Sugar Ray. Matt Bunsen. Now sitting in the sunshine with sugar in my lap. I can't not pet him. You know what comes next. Oh, wham, there's that wicked right paw. Damn, I've got a bloody hand. That's my psycho kitty. My very cute psycho kitty. That's my psycho kitty, Sugar Ray. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So my father was actually born on this property. He was actually, the house wasn't started until 1915. My dad was born in the little place next door where my grandfather had his print shop at the time, and back in 1912. And a number of years ago, he was in a home for Alzheimer's, and I was playing not far away from the home where he was at, so I had to write this song. It's called "On My Way to Play." And how does it go? I haven't played this in a while. Oh, this is embarrassing. Oh, especially after that last one. It's in the same key, and it's the same root. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch through the song to get that last one out of my head.
Good idea.
Yeah.
All right.
Very good. So I'll just switch these two. Okay. Scratch that. Scratch that whole intro. This is a song about something else. You know, every year I go to Idaho. I go to Stanley, Idaho, which is reputed to be the coldest place on earth, but it's never really been that cold when I was there. Anyway, and there's this great place, this great songwriting retreat there that I go to. Anyway, this is called Sparkling River. It's right on the Salmon River. I look around me for the love. I see a river. It knows what I'm dreaming of. Every drop, every ripple, so important to the flow, helps it know where to go. My life is not so clear to me. I am a river, but I don't know how to find the sea. Every thought, every action means more than we know. So I go with the flow. Sparkling river on the journey to the sea. Sparkling river, carry me. So many people just don't know how precious life is, and they won't until it's their time to go. This is their chance to do some good, to make a difference while they're here, to bring some hope, to bring some cheer. Sparkling river on the journey to the sea. Sparkling river, carry me. The river flows through majestic mountains and it passes right by me. I would rather be following that river to the sea. Sparkling river on a journey to the sea. Sparkling river, carry me. Sparkling river on a journey to the sea. Sparkling river, carry me. Yeah, how did that rhythm? Okay, I'll get it. No, I'm not gonna do it. Okay. So I'm gonna do two songs that are going to be on the new Tall Men Group CD. Okay? And for those of you that have been here at other shows, you've heard them both. This one started out as just a lick that I would do in a hotel room as I was, on the road back in the 70s. And I had this lick for ever since then, and I never wrote the song until a couple years ago. It's called Love Will Come. Picture me on this hotel bed playing this for hours. You're wasting time thinking so much. Yes, it's been years since she disappeared. Still, you're missing her touch. Take a deep breath and then breathe some more. Feel the wind, you smile and you nod, you look around from the sky to the ground and see it's all a facade, but deep down inside, oh, you know there is more. True, you treasure your friends, you sing your songs, but you want to belong before this life ends. It may be too much, oh, but get off the floor. Thank you so much.
It's great. No,
The chills on that song is awesome.
It's musical chills. It's great.
Just so good.
Okay, well, that one is going to be on the new Tall Men CD, as well as this next one. And the next one is a sing-along. So, anybody here want to sing along? How about anybody here doesn't want to sing along? I mean, basically,
Everybody wants to sing.
you'll all sing. You know, I know you will. Ooh, I like it like that. Ooh, I like it like that. Ooh, I like it just like that. Yeah. Ooh, I like it like that. Ooh, I like it like that. Ooh, I like it just like that. Now here's the third part. Ooh, I like it like that. Ooh, I like it like that. Ooh, Ah, thank you so much. Thank you. Ah, yeah, I like it too. Okay, well, this next one is
Our favorite.
Yeah.
the girls like this one a lot. This one I found myself in trouble and thinking, my God, haven't I learned this lesson before? Anybody ever feel that way?
Never.
Live your life that way, right?
Get me started.
Through the forest I'm winding, my pathway I'm finding. I walk hand in hand with a certain one. There are moments she sends me, but other times she offends me, till I don't know who I am, till the day is done. I feel like I've been here before. I've passed this same tree, the same shore. I've seen that same horizon calling to me. Now my question is, why are there always lessons? And what if we never learn them? Do they return again? Is there magic that keeps us moving forward, like a tide that pulls us shoreward? And will these lessons end? Now the trees in the forest, like a thousand-voice chorus, they say to end it and be on my way. I wanna live life, not waste it, and now it's so close, I can taste it. So why do I hesitate another day? I feel like I've been here before. I've passed this same tree, the same shore. I've seen that same horizon calling to me. Now my question is, why are there always lessons? And what if we never learn them? Do they return again? Is there magic that keeps us moving forward, like a tide that pulls us shoreward? And will these lessons end? Now my question is, why are there always lessons? And what if we never learn them? Do they return again? Is there magic that keeps us moving forward, like a tide that pulls us shoreward? And will these lessons end? May these lessons never Ah. So you got buzzed again?
I got buzzed again. Chills. Can you tell I'm happy? This is my happy place.
Yeah, cool. Well, we got one more song on the list, and we'll probably do two more. I'll put it that way. What to say about this one? I had this idea, and I had it written on my wall for years, and finally something just said, "Wow!" And I went, "I am, and I will. I am, and I will. I am, and I will." Valerie. I am, and I will. I am, and I will. I am, summer Sunday, a hot afternoon, faded to a Shakespeare mischief moon. I don't know what happened to me overnight, but morning found me blinded by your light. I don't believe in fairy dust, but I'm in love with you, and I know I can make you love me too. I am and I will. 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 Oh, you become a shining star. Never thought that I could see so far. Could I be the man you need? Confident to let you be the powerful woman you are. I am and I will. 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 I Yeah, you got that. Man. There it is. Oh, I'm sure you do.
I have it on paper.
Oh,
Hold on, I got it. I think I probably know it.
you probably know it.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, this song is. Thank you so much for that. This will be the last song, and this is the first song from the Tallman Group's second album.
Nothing, everything's fine in this corner.
In your happy place.
Oh, dear.
She has this little dog, and she does the dog's voice all the time.
How many people in this room do that?
Yeah.
Put voices to our animals? Hello?
Yeah. So what do you think? You got it?
I got it one way or the other.
There it is. There it is. There it is. It's on paper. Some people still use paper.
I could have done this without it.
And I don't even have the lyric in front of me, do I? I got a good view of the outskirts of town from out of my window. Thank you so very much. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have a song circle in this room. Who was playing? Oh, Stephen Michael Schwartz. Back in the 70s when I was on Motown, Stephen Michael Schwartz was on RCA. So he's an old friend. You know Stephen, right? Yeah. Yeah, he lives not far from here, in fact. He's a great songwriter, and you know what he's been doing for all these years? He's had a children's group called Parachute Express. So your kids, or maybe your grandkids, might know of him, you know?
All right.
Anyway, so that's what he's been doing all these years, and he's kept writing songs, and he's a great guy. So next first Friday in February, yeah.
All right.
And I don't remember who's coming up after that. I'd have to look. Never mind. Anyway, for right now, what we're going to do is we're going to set up for a song circle. I don't know exactly how we're going to do it since the pews are the way they are. But also, I'm going to be leading a tour of the dungeon. For those of you that want to see the dungeon, make sure and leave your names up here so that in case you don't return.
Can I just add, Barrett, please come back next month.
Oh, yes, please come back.
Yeah,
We love you.
Barrett, please get well.
We miss
Get
you.
over that pneumonia. And that's it. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you to James Lee Stanley. James Lee Stanley.
And a shout out to Ed Brand.
And Ed Brand on sound.
Greatest
Yeah,
sound
yeah.
man in the world.
Okay.
What? You did.
I keep getting chills. It's wonderful. It's, you know, I got them when James Lee was over here. He was over in New Hampshire. Stephen Michael Schwartz.
Oh, yeah?
Michelle with my mouth.
There's that. Yeah, no, there were a couple of songs. I took a couple, and there was a couple I'm glad he didn't like. So I don't want to say
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
He did indeed. He played it Stardust.
That was really fun. Man, I haven't had shows that many shows in one night. That was so cool. It was electrical.
while